Hello YouTube and welcome to another series on remote viewing. In this one I try to show more about what I do, exactly how I do it, not necessarily the best way, and how to make money with it if you take time to learn it, practice it, apply it and do the work. First of all, for those of you who just tuned in, what's remote viewing, what is it about and how does it work? Well, it's basically the skill of sending parts of your awareness into some other place in space and time in order to gather information by intuitive means. It sounds very, how should I say, tree-hugger, hippie kind of technology, like smoking dope and all that, flower power. But, at least in my experience, it is not. It's pretty specific, you have to learn it, do it, and it's a skill like driving a car or writing or walking. How can one make money with remote viewing? Well, there's two basic ways that I know of. One of them is to charge per session. For instance, people lose their objects, their children get kidnapped, people need to find oil deposits, lunar moon bases, and so on and so forth. Governments need intelligence about all sorts of things, and yeah, if you got the skill and a couple of months and years of practice and a huge level of accuracy, then maybe they'll use you for that. Or you can just, I don't know, do your own thing. That's not what I do. The second method of using remote viewing to make money is way more straightforward, and you can actually measure it, and it's actually much more simple to do, because it doesn't need not nearly as much training and learning and theory, and just a little bit of practice, in my opinion. It's called Associative Remote Viewing, and it deals with finding out specific pieces of information, like who's gonna win a game a week from now, or 2 days from now, or whatever in the future. Then you take the data that you have about that game, you make a bet, and if all things go your way, you're gonna make some money. Consistently, as far as I can know, tell, I don't know, I'm just in the initial phases of testing myself. And you can do this with much shorter sessions, things like 10-15 minutes per session and 3 sessions per game. If you want to go in with more money, you probably need 5 sessions per game to get more confidence that what you have is actually some real solid data, not just bullshit. Alright, so much for what the series is about. So what will you be needing to start with Associative Remote Viewing is the following. You'll need some basic viewing skill. You'll be able to get this for free in a few links I'll put in the description, and also from this particular series of videos. I don't know how long it will be. I'll try to go through all the things that I find important, and I do believe it will be way shorter than the videos that I had to watch hours upon hours in order to learn what I know. That, by the way, was not made for ARV, it was for the other kind of viewing where you gather data, so much more phases involved and so on and so forth. So, why do we do it? ARV, it's basically to make cash, it's not to talk to angels or talk to ghosts or whatever. Also, I doubt you could find missing objects, missing children and so on and so forth with this lame level of accuracy that I use. What you should be able to do is find out who's gonna win a certain game a couple of days from where you're sitting and make a bet and win. Also, you will need, due to the technicalities of ARV, you'll need a second person, a friend that you trust with your money, because he'll be making the bets. Whoever's doing the viewing, the remote viewing, will not be making the bets, and so you need someone you trust, either someone you hire or some friend, family, you name it. I do believe Christians will have some things against doing this, so if you're like me in a family full of Christians, you might go for friends. So what you need is a friend. We'll call him a tasker because he tasks us to with the sessions, with what exactly we view. And do I really look this weird on this camera today, or is it just shadow and darkness? Never mind. Excuse the darkness, it's evening here, and yeah, poor lighting. Alright, so much for the intro. A word about skeptics. This is not to prove anything, since right now I make a little money with the system, but I do believe further on, if this works my way, I'll make a lot of money. So I really need to convince no one of this. If you don't believe it works, and furthermore, if you have a vested interest in proving that remote viewing doesn't work, then this might not be the series for you. You're welcome here to ask questions or comment, but I will not go out of my way to show anything to you or find out what you have in your closet and weird tests like that, because each session makes me a little bit of money and tests towards skeptics will not. It's just business, nothing personal. Okay, so this being said, I'll stop the video here and give it a look, and then I'll start with the actual stuff, how it's done.